The gentleman relates to the prosecution of former officials in the county government of Murang'a and their associates. The Ethics and Anticorruption Commission conducted investigations into allegations of irregular procurement and fraud in that county government, which led to loss of public funds amounting to 140 million Kenya shillings. The amount was embezzled or stolen between the financial years 2014-2015 and the financial year 2015-2016. Upon conclusion of the investigations, the Commission submitted the resultant file to the DPP with recommendations to charge the following persons who are found culpable. 1. Mwangi wa Iria, former governor, Murang'a County Government. The spouse of that former governor, Ms. Jane Waigwe, who is a director in the company that was used as a conduit for that corruption transaction. Mr. Patrick Kagumu Mukuria, former county secretary, Murang'a County Government, and the directors of that company, including Jane Waigwe, David Maina Kiama, David Maina Njeri, Solomon Mutura Kimani, and the personal assistant to that former governor, that is Peter Muturi Karanja. They will be charged with conspiracy to commit an offense of corruption, abuse of office, unlawful acquisition of public property, dealing with the suspect property, and money laundering. Besides this, EACC has already filed a civil suit to recover from them the monies that were stolen from the county government of Murang'a. Mr. Patrick Kangumu Mukuria, former county secretary, Murang'a County Government. Number 3, Ms. Jane Waigwe, one of the directors in the company that was used as a conduit for that fraud and a close associate of the former governor. The company is called Top Image Media Consultancy that was used to execute the fraudulent scheme. In number 4, Mr. David Maina Kiama, Director, Top Image Media Consultancy. Mr. David Maina Njeri, another director in the said company. Ms. Jane Waigwe Kimani, another director and associate of the former governor. Number 7, Mr. Solomon Mutura Kimani, another director in that company. And number 8, Mr. Peter Muturi Karanja. These suspects are required by EACC for the purposes of presentation before court to be charged with 5 counts of corruption offenses, including the following: conspiracy to commit an offense of corruption, abuse of office, unlawful acquisition of public property, dealing with the suspect property, and money laundering contrary to the law. Those suspects, that is Mwangi wa Iria, his associates, and the former county secretary, are currently at large. They are evading arrest. And therefore, EACC hereby directs all of them to report to the Commission at its headquarters located at Integrity Center in Nairobi. They are required to do so not later than 8 a.m. of Tuesday, 16th April 2024. The suspects will be presented before court to take plea. That is it. The statement, ladies and gentlemen, relates to the arrest and the prosecution of officials of the National Museums of Kenya. And today, the Ethics and Anticorruption Commission has arrested 4 officials of the National Museums of Kenya. And these are Dr. Mzalendo Nyaga Kibunjia, former Director General, National Museums of Kenya. Mr. Oliver Okinyi Rabor, ICT Officer. Mr. Wycliffe Odhiambo Ongata, Accountant, Payroll Section. And Mr. Oscar Mwaura, who is the prime suspect in the recruitment of employees in that institution. The 4 suspects have been arrested to be arraigned before Milimani Anti-Corruption Court tomorrow, and this is in relation to embezzlement of public funds amounting to 490 million Kenya shillings, which was embezzled through fraudulent payments to ghost employees at the National Museums of Kenya in a period spanning 5 years. The officials colluded and introduced ghost employees in the payroll system of the National Museums of Kenya and made these fraudulent payments in the form of salaries that were later transferred to the senior officials. In other words, the officials weaved a scheme to defraud the National Museums of Kenya through payments of salaries to ghost workers, and later that money was transferred to them. The 4 arrested persons are currently detained at the EACC Integrity Center Police Station. They will spend the night there pending arraignment before court tomorrow at 9 a.m. In this particular case, the suspects are 5, so there is 1 yet to be arrested, and that is the Director of Human Resource at the National Museums of Kenya, one Mr. Stanvas Ongalo Opinja. Mr. Stanvas Ongalo Opinja, who is believed to be at large, is directed to report to the Commission within 24 hours in order to be processed to face charges. These suspects will be charged with the 5 counts of corruption offenses under the Anti-Corruption and Economic Crimes Act of 2003. And besides presenting them to court to take plea, EACC will also be instituting civil suits in court to recover the amount that was stolen, and that is 490 million Kenya shillings. EACC will seek to recover this money to return it to the public. Hivi leo mwendo wa adhuhuri, tume ya EACC imewakamata washukiwa 4 kati ya washukiwa 5 ambao wanahitajika kupelekwa mahakamani hapo kesho na kushtakiwa na makosa ya kifisadi ambayo yanahusiana na ubadhirifu wa pesa za umma katika shirika la National Museums of Kenya.